Yes, my name is Kisekka Augustine Kisekka. I'm from Mitiana. I'm a man who was born in 1975, but now, when I reached 21 years, I got a problem which ended up taking me into behind bars. And that kind of, being a prisoner, I stayed there for so long, and I was allegedly committed an offense that was termed to be robbery stroke murder, of which I did not see it, how it will affect me. But by then I was so young, and I could not know what I could respond before the court of laws, and how I could be rescued. I took a lot of time when I was in the prison. I began from PG prison, Chigo prison, then ended up in upper prison when I was sentenced to suffer death according to the capacity of the offense. I was taken now into the death row, that is called condemned section. I stayed there for so long. Now, if I try to count the period I stayed in the prison, it was 13 years if I try to summarize them. When I was on remand and the period I was convicted, it was now a period of 13 years. But 1996. But I was arrested in 1996. Then I left the prison in 2008 after a period of 13 years. But before reaching there, when I was arrested, I was so frightened because the case, I couldn't know how heavy it is, and it sounded so awkward, not only to myself, but even to the area where I was coming from, because I was the first person to be arrested on a big offense like that, and moreover, to be sentenced to suffer death. According to that period, I stayed there. Now, in the prison, there are many things. They are bad. I met a lot of people in the condemned section. There were common figures like Mzee Chris Rwakasis was there. There was Brigadier Alfadul. There was Haji Birikade, and so many others. In the prison, if you go there, you just get your friends who are there, can at least comfort you slowly until you catch up with that sentence, because you are all on the uniformed sentence when you are sentenced to suffer death. Because we were there were a lot of uniforms, but the common ones are in yellow color. In a prison, there are a lot of teasing and the challenges, but according to the laws which you can get through your rooms or in your dorms, they tell you that if you want the prison to be simple to you, you have to be kind and obedient to the laws that initiated according to the guidelines of the prisoners. So if you be simple to the laws, the prison becomes a bit simple. If you try to be big-headed, then you get some people who can punish you until you reach an extent of being submissive. Yes, I began studying from prison. That is now a good way of being in the prison, because by the time before my going to the prison, I'd stayed at the level of primary 3. But from prisons, I began to study from primary 3, primary 7, S4, S6, and some courses that were brought in by some professors, theology, whatever, to equip us, because by then I had already surrendered my life to Jesus. So as a servant of God, I wanted to be trained. Therefore, prison authority continued bringing some good persons to continue equipping us spiritually. That's why by now I'm a servant of God. My mom was born lame, both of legs. She was just crawling down like that, and my father rejected her because she was lame. After impregnating her, when she had at least, when I was 3 months in my mother's womb, my dad, according to my mom, rejected her. My family could not help me because some of them knew that maybe I died a long time ago, and others couldn't have any help when I was in the prison. Amakomera sigamba nti gajjuza kuba tufuna chance eziddayo okubuulira enjiri n'okuzzaamu amaanyi abantu nga bo balaba ffe abaavaayo bafuna chance nti basobola okuvaayo. Naye kati ekiriwo buli muvubuka yenna kasita alaba kuffe abaavaayo akikozesa ng'ogamba nti osanga ekkomera lyangu nja kukuba nga gundi yamalayo emyaka gundi n'avaayo. Naye bangi be tujjeemu embeera efaananako bw'etyo kaakati olunaku olwaleero nga bagenze bafuuka abantu balamu. Kubanga ffe tubabuulidde nti tuvuddeyo naye okuvaayo Katonda atuleese buleesi kubayamba kubabuulira mwe muleme ate kugendayo. So tukoze omulimu mungi, tukola seminars ez'enjawulo ezimu mu makanisa mwe tuli tuyita abavubuka mu society, batuyita mu LCs, batuyita ku councils ez'eggombola okubaako contributions ze twogerako eri abavubuka. Now I'm a businessman. I have some little shop. I'm farming. I'm a servant of God. I'm rearing a few pigs. Just a simple life like that.